How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome! Today, we have an incredibly important video. Today, we are talking about what I strongly believe to be the single most important thing to happen in the trading card game industry in, well, as long as I can think of. This is something spearheaded by a studio that many viewers of this channel will already be very familiar with, Legend Story Studios, the creators of Flesh and Blood. It was recently announced that starting with the next Flesh and Blood set, Everfest, that all of their first edition booster packs will now have 100% recyclable, booster pack packaging. And we're not just talking about like the box itself, we're talking about the actual booster pack wrappers. And I think this is massive. This is a landmark moment in the trading card game industry. So many booster boxes and booster packs get opened year-round. It just creates piles and piles and piles of this, shiny plastic, booster pack wrappers. And it is such a good thing to turn those into something renewable, right? Something that can be reused to make, more booster pack wrappers or whatever. So let me tell you about this directly from Legend Story Studios. They have a whole article on this on their website. It's just titled Everfest, and it talks about the new set, which looks brilliant, by the way. I'm super excited for Everfest. It looks like a ton of fun, but that's not the topic of today's video. The topic of today's video are these paper flow wraps, is what they're called. And yeah, I'll just read it out here. Everfest continues to shine the spotlight on the strong environmental themes of Aria, putting sustainability center stage at the world's first full production trading card game product featuring fully recyclable paper booster wrappers. I know I said some of those words weird. I said recyclable. It's recyclable, but it says production scale paper flow wraps have been years in the making. In partnership with Cartamundi, we are proud to be the industry leader in material sustainability for the trading card game industry. This is setting an amazing precedent, and I really hope the other big dogs follow suit. I'm looking at you, Magic and Pokemon specifically, because there's so many freaking Magic and Pokemon packs opened up that they could take a nod from this. But the downside is I think this is going to increase production costs, and studios that care more about money and less about sustainability are probably going to err towards whatever's cheaper, regardless of how it is for the environment. But I hope this sets a good enough precedence that at least these other companies, Wizards of the Coast and the Pokemon Company, take notice of this and at least consider it. And it also says, starting with Everfest First Edition, Flesh and Blood booster packs manufactured at Cartamundi, Belgium, will use paper wrappers whenever possible. We are aiming for all Flesh and Blood boosters to eventually use paper flow wraps, which is amazing. So it's starting off with only the ones produced at Cartamundi, Belgium, but they want to do it for all of them eventually, which is so good. However, it will take some time for all our manufacturers to implement this change, which makes sense, right? For anything new in the industry, especially something as massive an undertaking as this, it'll take a little bit of time, but I just love it. I absolutely love it. As such, fans should expect some future Flesh and Blood booster packs to continue to have plastic flow wraps. 100% of Everfest First Edition features paper wrappers, and we are proud of it, and you should be proud of it. I am proud to support a company that does something like this. It means a lot to not just me. I mean, it does mean a lot to me because, I live in Oregon, I love my forests, but it means a lot to the world in general, right? So this is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. As someone who likes to think I do my due diligence, we recycle, I take public transit whenever I can, or Lyft or Uber. This is amazing, and I am proud of Legend Story Studios for taking this step, even though that it's likely going to be more expensive. And I do say likely because we've already seen prices on the Everfest booster boxes, and they are a little bit more expensive than normal. But I know I am 100%, 200% willing to pay a couple bucks extra on a booster box just to have sustainable packaging. And I think it's just a it's just a big deal. I do want to give a little bit of credit to Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering. They tried this many years ago with a set called Modern Masters 2, where they had cardboard booster packs. Now, it seems like they're going to be way different, right? I think these are going to be, the Flesh and Blood ones are going to be like the regular booster packs, but paper, right? Instead of the weird cardboard things that Magic had. And Magic quickly got rid of those. They got rid of those very, very quickly for whatever reason, whether it was maybe they didn't perform as expected, maybe they were too expensive, but for whatever reason, Magic got rid of them and just never looked back. And this is something that I hope now sticks around with Flesh and Blood, you know, this new big up-and-comer, setting the best example possible for the trading card game industry. And I don't know about you out there, but I end up opening up a lot of booster packs here on Red Zone Rogue. A lot of them for the channel, but you know, I do open up around 15 to 20 booster packs of every new Flesh and Blood set for my own collection, so I can have everything to play with and make decks. And it makes piles, massive piles of booster packs and these wrappers that, you know, at some point, if you just look at them all, just this massive pile, you gotta feel bad for like the amount of waste that you're creating just for, you know, partaking in a hobby. So this is fantastic, and I can't give kudos enough to Legend Story Studios. I don't know whose decision it was, James White or any of the other people working at Legend Story Studios, but it is absolutely brilliant. I know I'm going to be very, very curious to see how the wraps are, if they cause any card damage or anything like that. It feels like they've been working on this for a long time, so hopefully, you know, they've crossed all their T's, dotted all their I's, and it just works the exact same as the paper wrap or the plastic wrappers, except they're paper and recyclable now, which is gonna be great. My recycle bin, this is just a personal thing. My recycle bin outside in our driveway is much bigger than our like just garbage recycle bin or garbage trash bin or whatever. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice to cut down on this kind of stuff. It'll be more than nice. It's amazing. So thank you for joining me in this video. I really do strongly believe that Legend Story Studios is setting themselves up to be the industry leader in sustainability, and to, you know, they're a company that puts their morals ahead of financial principles, right? Because this is something that they don't have to do, like, at all. They don't have to do this at all. They don't have to work with Cartamundi to make these special wrappers. They could just be like, let's just continue to pump out what we're doing. But the fact that they're doing this says a lot about the company. It says, you know, it says so much. So I think it's amazing. Huge kudos to James White and Legend Story Studios for doing this, and to Cartamundi, I guess, for, you know, facilitating this. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you think of this. And yeah, once again, thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time for some more Flesh and Blood content. Have a good one all. We'll see you later.